Sup y'all, it's Solo. Around this time of year, during March, April, and the early springtime, I have really bad seasonal allergies. What happens is the pollen count rises, and if I spend any kind of time outside, even just a few minutes, my nose will start burning, my eyes will start getting itchy, and I start sneezing really bad. And if I don't do anything about it, I get a lot of mucus buildup, and eventually I usually get a sinus infection. And in the previous years, before I started managing my seasonal allergies, I would get sick just about every year. Kind of like just going from having allergies to actually catching a cold, because it was putting so much of a strain on my immune system, and having all of that mucus buildup just built into a sinus infection and a common cold. But in the last 3 to 4 years, I have not gotten sick. Now, I do still get the burning nose and the itchy eyes and mucus, but I am no longer getting like a fever and like a week-long, sickness like you would with the common cold. Well, I guess a few days, not really a week. That's more like covering the flu. But at this point, I don't get sick at all. I just have the extreme reaction to the pollen, which is a lot better, honestly. Being sick sucks. So I have derived a few solutions to deal with the pollen. One is I wear a mask outside when the pollen count's very high. I wear an N95 mask that has a filter on it. And I also try to ingest local honey. And you probably ask, why would you eat honey? How does that have anything to do with allergy treatment? Well, if you eat local honey, there are pollen particulates in that honey that came from your local wildlife. And that's what's affecting my allergies. It's all the trees and the bushes around me releasing all their pollen, and it's causing an immune response to my body, and it thinks it's a foreign object that it has to fight off. So you build up mucus to block off your sinuses, and your body's doing what it does, but it's actually probably not the best solution for all that. But my body knows best. All I can do is kind of try to steer it in the right direction. So anyway, my point was with the honey is by ingesting the honey, it has the pollen in it, and it's kind of like, no, I guess it's not a good comparison, but you're basically getting your body used to that pollen and those flowers and all that by eating the honey. And then when springtime comes around and it goes from 0 to 9,000 in just a matter of months with the pollen count, your body doesn't freak out as bad, because for the whole year you've been ingesting honey, which has the local wildlife, the local pollen and the local nectar and all that stuff that blooms and makes your body have a lot of trouble normally. So that's helped out a lot, eating local honey. You can also eat pollen pellets made from local pollen. That's nice. It's not tasty by any means. If you're not a big fan of eating things that have no flavor and it's powdery, it can actually be kind of difficult. But the honey's a great way. You can put that on desserts or just have mixed into a bunch of different foods. So one of my other solutions, besides wearing a mask and eating honey, is to take essential oils. And what these essential oils are doing is going to help with the inflammation that comes with some of the pollen, my reaction to the pollen. And it also helps to boost my immune system, and just in general make me not feel so shitty during allergy season. It's amazing. When I moved here, the first spring, I woke up in the middle of the night and my nose was so clogged. It was more clogged than I've ever felt it. And I was like, whoa, I was not expecting this. And it was like a year after moving to Georgia. And I started using something called a neti pot, which you basically flush your sinuses out with warm, salty water, distilled water. And it helps a lot. But since I've started doing this treatment with the honey and taking essential oils and trying to wear a face mask when I'm outside in the extreme pollen season, I don't really need to do that anymore, or not at least right now. So by taking this lemon, peppermint, and lavender essential oil and putting it in these gel caps, I can ingest this into my body, and these essential oils are really helpful to help boost my immune system and kind of fight off the pollen attack that we get here in the South with. So I guess what you get for living in a forest. The trees bloom, they really bloom. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a few drops in these empty gel caps, and I'm going to put it in and shake it up and take it. Now, if you try to just like put this on a spoon and drink it, you're in for a bad time. I tried it, and it is really strong. It's something like biting into a hot pepper. They are super concentrated, and putting it in a gel cap is the best way, in my opinion, to take it, so you don't have to deal with your body like fighting it off going down your throat. It's like taking a shot of alcohol. Like, it's going to burn all the way down. And the way they get these oils are they collect a lot of the leaves or the lemon peels or the different parts of the plants that produce oil, and they extract it into a liquid. And it can take from anywhere from just a few plants to hundreds or tens of thousands of plants for like rose oil, for example. And you're basically taking the essence of the plant with its oil and producing this product. So that's what an essential oil is. It is just the purely extracted oil from the plant. So one from the lavender plant, one from the peppermint, and one from lemon. So without further ado, let's put a pill together. So what we got here is one of these double O capsules. They open up. And then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to set these up, and we're going to drop drops in one by one. And it's really important when you find the little hole that's in these bottles. There's a tiny little hole that you might be able to see in each, and that's where you want to pour it out from. Alright, so I located it. Alright, that was about 6 drops, and you can see like it's not completely full right now. Come on, camera, focus, work with me. So we're gonna put the next one, that was lemon. Next up is lavender. I can really smell it already. Alright, and now we got peppermint to finish it off. And what I do is I take the top cap, you put it on. Shaking is optional. If you want to shake it up, you can. But that's basically what you get out of these oils, are a pill that now I can ingest, and it's not so horrible trying to go down. And they're really potent. They help a lot of my allergies. I'm going to take it right now. Alright, so I took it. So now the gel cap's gonna get broken down in my stomach. And I know it's broken open because if I get like a burp and it tastes like lavender, peppermint, or lemon, I know it's definitely open and it's doing its job. And for me, I find I like to take these about every 4 hours or so. Make another pill. You can do it more often, I think, but I usually find they help out for about that time, and it really reduces my sneezing fits and just how swollen I get during the allergy season in my face and my nose and all that. So I'm really thankful for these, because otherwise I'd have to take Benadryl or some other pharmaceutical crap, and I'd much rather work with these essential oils than take that stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. One last thing, these are made by Young Living, and it is recommended that you do your research on quality essential oils. This is considered a quality essential oil. This and doTERRA, I think, are the two. And there are others, but when you buy them, just make sure you're going to get a good quality and not something that may not even have what you want in it, or it's really watered down, as these are pure. This is 100% pure therapeutic grade essential oil. So just be on the lookout for good quality products when you're buying these. Anyway, take care, y'all.